Hello, team. This is Michelle Reisinger here, getting ready for our Wednesday night at the bar. Thanks for joining this evening. We've got lots of equipment options for you here. And so if you're just joining, you're going to want a yoga mat or a large towel to protect yourself on the floor. We also are going to, hi Maddie, we also are going to be working with a towel today for some resistance. So you're gonna want a smaller towel, kind of like a hand-sized towel. And then we have a couple of optional pieces of equipment for you if you have them at home. Little weights. So these are 3 pounds. If you have 2s or 3s, that would be great. If you're new to bar, you're not gonna wanna go heavier than 3, maybe 4, although you're probably gonna be tapping out at 4 because bar is about muscular endurance, not about muscular strength. And so when we build up muscular endurance, we do a lot of teeny tiny isometric movements until your muscle group burns out, as opposed to adding heavy weight and going for muscular strength. So if you have little weights to work with today, you're gonna use 2s or 3s. Hi, Mama. I miss you. And the other optional piece of equipment we have for today is a nice fluffy pillow. The fluffier, the better, because we're going to be using the pillow for some resistance work. If you're a regular in one of my classes or you're familiar with bar, think of the fluffy pillow as your blue yoga ball. Which we often put between our legs to add some resistance. So great to have everybody here for Wednesday at the bar. If you're just joining, I'm gonna cycle through our equipment needs again. You are going to need a large towel or a yoga mat if you're working on a hardwood floor. Otherwise, carpeting is probably okay. And then you're also definitely gonna need a small towel. We're gonna use the small towel for some sliding work with planks, and we are also going to use it for some resistance work with our upper body. And then again, if you're just joining, we have 2 pieces of optional equipment tonight. If you don't have these at home, please don't worry. They are not essential to the workout, but we will be incorporating them if you want them, and that is small hand weights. And if not hand weights, you can also grab cans of beans, cans of soup. Those could work well as well. And then a nice fluffy pillow for some resistance. If you have a fluffy pillow nearby, feel free to grab that, and we will incorporate that into the workout. So we are going to get started in about 1 minute if you are just joining. If we've never met before, my name is Michelle Reisinger. Normally when we are in in-person times, I teach at Balance Gym in Glover Park. I teach bar and I teach boxing, which is a cardio fusion class. And then I also do all the adult swim lessons at Foggy Bottom. I'm a longtime swimmer and water polo player. And then I also often sub for boot camp. And so this is your Wednesday bar class if you are just joining. So excited to have you all here. 1 minute last time through our equipment, and then we are going to get started. Large yoga mat or towel, small towel for some resistance. I have my boxing towel today. Makes me so sad. Ooh, that's upside down. I miss boxing so much. Boxing towel, so small towel to work with here. And then option to add your little weights. And option to add a fluffy pillow. Again, if you're grabbing your fluffy pillow, think of this as your small blue yoga ball that we often use in bar. Maybe you have a small blue yoga ball at home. Sadly, I do not. So this is my small blue yoga ball. If you don't have a fluffy pillow, although hopefully most of you do, your life would be very sad if you don't have a fluffy pillow. I will help you invest in a fluffy pillow. But if you don't have one nearby or you don't have little weights nearby, they are just additional equipment that will be additive to the workout, but not essential. And on that note, everyone, we are going to get started with our warm-up. Oh, hi, Shreya. So good to see you. So good to have you. Really glad you're here, and hope you are excited for some bar. All right, guys, let's get this started. I'm going to move my equipment close to my mat. You're going to want yours close by as well. So go ahead and set that equipment down within reach. I'm also going to take off my nice fluffy slippers that I've been wearing all day because bar is a barefoot format. So if you're not already, please feel free to join me barefoot. Let's back it up. to our open space in whatever area that we are working with here. And we're just going to start with some centering breaths and then some movement, almost dance-like, to get us going for today's barre class. So let's go ahead today and take our feet into second position. So that is feet nice and wide outside the shoulders. They're turned out to 10 and 2 on the clock. And we are just going to breathe to kick this off. Deep breath in, plie down. Inhale to lift and exhale to release. Again, deep breath in, inhale to lift. Exhale to release. Let go of anything that is not going to serve you right now for the next 45 minutes. Just be present. Inhale to lift. And exhale to release. Let's take one more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to release. Keep your arms at your sides. We're going to lift up and over and take it to center. Lift up and over, take it to center. We're activating an oblique stretch here, as well as a low back stretch. Up and over, and lift. Allow your heel to pop off on the opposite side to really accentuate your stretch. Up and over, to lift. Up and over, to lift. Here we go, 2 more. Up and over, to lift. Last one, up and over. We're gonna go into a curtsy side step. Step curtsy, and rise. Step curtsy, and rise. Step curtsy, and rise. So you'll notice I'm bending my knees, but my chest and chin stay lifted and nice and tall. Resist the urge to collapse over your knees and just stay lifted through the chest and the chin. Curtsy, and rise. Let's go a little quicker. Curtsy to center, curtsy to center. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your second position. Bring your hands forward. We're going to come down into a nice plie. Plie is the fancy word for squat. Your back is tall, your chest and chin are lifted. Holding this position, go into little pulses for me. Ooh, little pulses. Wow, am I feeling my other workouts this week? The inner thighs, man, the inner thighs. You're strong from your abdominals. You're always thinking about pulling them out through your back as you're giving me just a 1-inch pulse. From your knees, knees are coming out over your feet. Pulse 8, 7. While I'm shaking, 6, 5. This bodes well. In 4, in 3, in 2. We're gonna go into a little pattern here. Stay low. Pulse 1 and 2 and 3. Rise and pull. Take it. 1 and 2 and 3. Rise and pull. Again for 1 and 2 and 3. Rise and pull. Last time goes 1 and 2 and 3. Stay tall. Reach forward for 2. Pull open for 2. Standing cat and cow. Forward for 2. Open 2 more times. Reach for 2 and pull for 2. Last time goes reach for 2 and pull. Roll it down. Shoulders back and down. Round forward to lift. Roll it back and down, round forward to lift. 2 more, goes back and down, round forward to lift. Next time, back and down, round forward to lift. Beautiful work, guys. We're gonna go and extend out into a plank position. I'm actually gonna take this off my mat, and you're gonna need your little towel close by. From our standing position here, take a deep breath in, roll it on down, walk it forward, and actually just hang out right here in a down dog position. Let's start with a stretch. Take a couple of deep inhales and corresponding exhales. Make sure you relax your face muscles as you take those exhales. We hold so much tension in our face. And release that out. Take just one more. Inhale, breathe. And exhale, release it out. Take a deep breath and shift your weight forward. Take it up onto your toes. Roll forward into a plank. Find your strength in this first plank here. Hold and breathe for 8, 7. Watch the technique on this one. You want to make sure in your plank that you're not arching your back, and obviously that your booty's not up in the air. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to your knees. Sit back into your child's pose. Just take 1 or 2 centering breaths here before we start moving into the remainder of our warm-up, which we're going to wrap up with some planks. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise to tabletop. Grab that small towel we talked about at the beginning. Couple of options here. You can take your towel completely flat, or you can fold it a couple of times. But when working with a towel on a hardwood floor or on a slick surface here, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're not jamming your feet down into it. The best way to move a towel is actually to think about just fluttering your toes over it, which is fantastic because that means your abs are doing all the work and it's not coming from your legs. So choose whatever position works for your towel. I've got mine folded twice. I'm gonna put that at the back of my mat so that I can move my feet around on the towel. So again, you might want to not take this directly on your yoga mat, but more on a slippery surface. If you don't have a slippery surface, no worries, we can all plank together without that surface. Place your feet on your towel, and we're all gonna rise up together into a nice, strong, straight arm plank position. Take a deep breath in, find that strength. Now, we're gonna go into some oblique specific plank work. If you don't have a towel and you can't move your feet, then you are just gonna bring one knee up and then bring it back down. One knee up to the corresponding elbow and bring it back down. That will be your plank pattern. If you have a towel and you can move it, you're gonna suck both knees up to one side and then extend back into plank. And then suck both knees up to the other side and extend back to plank. So whichever variation you are using, feel free to join me right now in that position, either bringing a foot up to an elbow and then taking the other side, or pulling both knees up and extending them back out. Everybody's breathing. Let's go for 4. And extend. For 3. And extend. For 2. And extend. How you doing? Hold on. 1. And extend. Release to your knees. Beautiful work there. Whew, I'm already getting a sweat. Sit back into child's pose. Take a breath. Nice job. Feel free to rock side to side if that takes you a little bit deeper into your child's pose. And option here to take a quick shoulder stretch. If you want that, sweep your arms to your sides, interlace your fingers, lift up and over, and find that shoulder stretch for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. We are going into our second set of planks. We're doing them the exact same way. Double your money. Here we go. Again, if you don't have a towel, you're bringing elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. You're bringing your knee to your elbow. If you do have a towel, you're sweeping both feet in. No matter where you are, let's all rise up together in plank. Take a deep breath in and begin your movement. If you're double legs, you're crossing and extending. Other side cross and extend. If you don't have a towel, you're lifting and replacing. Lifting and replacing. Everybody's breathing and hopefully everybody's shaking because that is where we see our improvement. Let's go 8 more. Sweep and return. Sweep and return. 6 more. Sweep and return. Sweep and return. 4 more. Go sweep and return. You can do it. Sweep. The last 2. Sweep and return. Sweep. Return, child's pose, recover. Woo, good work, guys. So nice. Feeling that little sweat. Hold here in child's pose for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, rise up. Nice job, guys. Now, if you understand bar sequencing, we're gonna move into the upper body portion of the class. This is where we start burning out our arms. Again, bar is about muscular endurance. We burn everything out and we stretch. That is how we do bar. So this is gonna be one of those first times where you might want your fluffy pillow. If you don't have a fluffy pillow, but you have a yoga ball, that works as well. If you don't have either or you don't want to use them, that's totally fine. We are moving now into our push-up sequence. Couple of options for you for push-ups. If you want to take them on your toes, the way we're going to use our fluffy pillow is actually to bring it to the back of your mat and place both feet on your fluffy pillow and rise up into your push-up position. This adds a little bit more destabilization for your abs. You're going to get a little bit more ab work. If that's not feeling it for you today, take your fluffy pillow, put it in between your thighs, and you'll take your push-ups from your knees, roll to the top of your knees, down, and push. That pillow just creates a little bit more awareness of your abdominal. Now, if you don't have a pillow, you are welcome to take the push-ups in either sequence, on your toes or on your knees, but we're all gonna take the sequence together no matter what you're working with today. I'm gonna take my first set with my pillow underneath my feet. Choose your starting position. That feels good to you today. Take your hands outside your mat. We're doing shoulder work, so we wanna be nice and wide. We're gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna lift off the floor no matter where you are, and we're gonna take it down for 2 and rise for 2. So slow. Down for 2 and rise. 2 more here. Down for 2 and rise. 1 more this pace. Down for 2 and rise on a faster beat. Down and push. Down and push. Keep breathing. Down and push. Stay with it. Down and push. Take it down and lift. Down and lift. This is for 3, 2, you're not done yet. Lower down. 8 pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, take your child's pose. Woof, nice work, guys. Just catch your breath and breathe through this transition. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying right there in child's pose. Sweep your arms to your sides. Relax your forehead to the floor. Press your shoulders down to the floor. Find that resistance. Hold 4. Hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Rise up and release. Second set of push-ups. Same options apply. For demo purposes, I'll take these with my pillow in between my knees, which means I'm doing knee push-ups. Again, hands stay wide to activate the shoulders, not narrow for triceps just yet. Whichever your starting position, on your toes or on your knees, with or without a pillow, let's all find our starting position. Our abs are super strong. In either position, we pull them out through our spine. Take a deep breath in. We're gonna invert that pattern. We're gonna do the opposite. Lower yourself down, bend your elbows, pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, single count. Push, release, push, release, breathe, woo, release, push, release, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, double count, lift for 2, release for 2, exhale for 2, inhale for 2, 2 more, woo, breathe, take it down, last one, exhale for 2, inhale and release to the floor. Nice job, everyone. Woo! Stay right there on the floor. You can shift that pillow out if you were working with it. Let's go into a baby cobra. Bringing your hands up by your shoulders, tuck your elbows in against your body. Deep breath in. Small little lift from your back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. This time, interlace your fingers behind your back. And on my count, we're gonna lift our legs and our shoulders up together. In 3, 2, 1, and lift. Find that stretch, hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Take everything down to the mat. Push yourself back up into tabletop, and we're transitioning into tricep work. Now for the tricep work, we're gonna take our inverted bridge position, and we have an option again to work with the pillow. If you don't have a pillow, totally no problem. But we are gonna add some inner thigh to this, whether or not you're working with a pillow. If you have a pillow, take it in between your thighs here. I realize I'm working with all navy colored pants and pillow, but I'm taking it up between my inner thighs so it's above my knees, and I can feel the tension there when I squeeze my inner thighs. My hands face the direction of my feet. We are all gonna lift up into our inverted bridge position. Most important about tricep work, if you know and you work with me, we rock our weight back over our hands. We should be able to wiggle our toes. We're weight heavy over our hands, not weight heavy over our butt. Now we're gonna start by actually finding our inner thigh and our abdominal strength. Squeeze the pillow, squeeze the pillow, squeeze the pillow. If you're not working with a pillow, then just take a small squeeze with your legs together. Contract that space. in between your legs. We're using this to warm up our abs and find our inner thigh strength. We're also getting a little bit more leg work in our arm sequence, getting our money's worth. We're gonna go 4 more here. Squeeze for 4, squeeze for 2, breathe, 1, hold, squeeze the pillow, lower for 2, lift. Don't stop squeezing the pillow. Lower for 2, lift. If you don't have a pillow, just squeeze. Lower for 2 and lift. Find your strength. Lower for 2 and lift. Single count. Lower and lift. Can you still pop your toes off? And lift. Finding your strength from your abs. Keep your booty lifted. This is 4. Breathe. 3. Breathe. 2. Lower down, hold 1, pulse 8. Pulse 7. Can you wiggle your toes? Can you wiggle your toes? 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit your booty down. Woo, so nice. Whew. Round 1 done. Let's take a quick stretch. Stay right where you are on the floor. You can keep that pillow right where it is. Let's bring the right arm up and over. Tricep stretch. On this stretch, we make sure that our head isn't going in the direction of the stretch, but it stays in alignment with the spine. It's the elbow that comes behind the head. 3, 2, 1. Check it out. Release. Other side. Whoo. Breathing through your stretches. 4, 3, 2, 1. Check it out to release. This is the last exercise we're going to do on our hands today. So if you're starting to get a little bit sore from your palms and your hands, your wrists, this is the last time we're going to work it. We do have 1 more round of tricep work with our pillow or without, and we're doing it the same as the push-ups. So we're gonna start with the reverse this time, the little pulses, single count, 2 count, and then the squeezes from the legs. Bring your pillow, reposition it between your upper thigh. Hands are going the direction of your feet. Lift that booty nice and high in the air. Most important part, rock the weight back over your hands. Wiggle your toes. Do you feel them? Can you squeeze your abs? Take a deep breath in, starting with the reverse. Drop it down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your abs. 5, 6. Squeeze the pillow. 2. Singles lift. Release. Lift. Release so strong. Keep breathing. Release. Can you go 1 more inch? Lift. Release. I know it burns. This is 4, 3, 2. Double count. Lift up. For 2. Don't rush. Lower. For 2. Can you pop your toes? Lower back down. 2 more. Lift. Squeeze the pillow. Release it down. 1 more. Lift. Squeeze the pillow. Take it down. Bring it back up. Squeeze the pillow. Squeeze the pillow. Find that movement. Squeeze. So strong. Lift your booty 1 inch higher. For 4. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Sit your booty down. Nice job, team. Woo. Shake those arms out. All right. Set your pillow off to the side for the moment. We don't need it again immediately. We're going to go ahead and stand, and we're going to move into the last of the upper body work and then transition into the remaining low body work. Go ahead and grab your towel, and we're going to take the towel in between our arms. We're actually just going to use the towel to facilitate a quick stretch. I'll back this up as far as I can. Holding both ends of your towel, take your feet shoulder width apart, keep them soft. Lift the towel up into the air. Take a deep breath in, and slowly lower down to the right side. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up and over, take the other side. Left hand down, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out to release. I want you to take the towel behind your back, grip it in both hands. Go ahead, take your feet shoulder width apart, bend both knees slightly, lift up and over, and find that nice shoulder stretch. Feel free to rotate the angles of your shoulders side to side. Find that mobility for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right hand down to the right foot. Find the stretch in the left shoulder. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, left foot. Find the stretch in the right side. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, shake it out to release. Nice work, everyone. Feel free to take that down. Wipe that little sweat off that you might have. And then we're going to use the towel for some additional work. Now, this is the part of the class where if you have little weights, you're welcome to add them in. If you don't have little weights, don't even sweat it. No pun intended. Now, if you are using weights, we are all going to hold the ends of our towels almost completely at the full extension. If you have a huge towel, you don't want it out that far. But basically, I am shoulder distance. So shoulder alliance with my hand, that's as much space as I have. If you're using weights, pick one weight up in each hand, and you want to be able to make sure that you can grip your towel and your weights, I'll move a little bit closer together, squarely together, and then have resistance on the towel. So you want to make sure that you can pull that towel apart to add some resistance. Now, if you're working with weights, totally fine to start with the weights, and if you start dying, just set those weights down. All right, everybody's gonna take a position in chair. I know, I'm sorry, this is gonna be super fun. Setting up chair, feet underneath your knees. I'll take it this way. Feet underneath your knees. Drop your booty back and down like you are sitting in a chair, or if you're a yogi, literally just like turbos. We're gonna take our entire upper body sequence in this position. Resist the urge to creep out of it. I know it's hard, stay down. From your abdominal, pull them out your back, so strong. Think about that string around your belly button, pulling out your spine. Take a deep breath in, pull that towel as far apart as you possibly can, and we lift. 2, 3, 4, we lower it down. 2, pull the towel apart, lift up. 2, 3, 4, lower it down. 2, 3, keep this going. If you don't pull the towel apart, 3, 4, you're not gonna get your money's worth on this exercise. 4, lift up. 2, do not release your knees, release. 2, 3, 4, a couple more, go lift. 2, 3, 4, down. 2, 3, this time lift up, find shoulder height, pull. Pull. Oh my gosh, do you feel that pull? Breathe. So strong. Take it. 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't release your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Find your top height. Pull apart for 2. Pull apart. Really resist it. Pull apart for 2. Pull apart for 2. Pull apart. You're so strong. Pull apart. I know you feel it. 4, 3, 2, full range, lower down. 2, 3, 4, lifting up. 2, does anybody feel this? Lower. 2, 3, 4, lift. 2, 3, so strong. Last time, here we go. Lower. 2, hold right at shoulder height. Pull apart. I know, pull apart. I feel it too. Pull apart, sink 1 inch lower in your booty. Hang on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Nice job, everyone. Woo, I'm gonna set those weights down. If you were working with weights, if you got your towel off, and then go ahead and set that down as well. Nice job, you guys. We're gonna take one quick dynamic arm stretch and then move into our quad work. Dynamic arm stretch, we're gonna lift up and over, getting some movement, mobility, circulation back into our upper body for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out to release. Nice job, guys. Segueing now into the remaining lower body section of the class. First position we're gonna set up is a lunge position with no equipment. If it bothers you to deep flexion in your knees, which honestly, sometimes that bothers me, your modification is going to be to not come all the way down into the full lunge position and then to take the low pulse with your knee 1 inch off the floor. You're welcome to pulse much higher up at a position that does not hurt your knees. If that sounds okay to you, feel free to take your towel one more time, and you may just want the towel as a nice place to rest your knee down, particularly if you're like me on a hardwood floor. Now, we're all gonna set up this position together. Drop your right knee down to the floor. Bring your left foot forward, align the foot with the knee. Make sure that your right knee is aligned with your hip so that when we start working, I don't want you to look like this. I want you to have the knee directly underneath your hip position. Our hand position is prayer. If that's too much for you, slide yourself over to a wall, and you can hang on to a wall if you need that extra support. Now, we're gonna start with full range of motion lifts. In other words, we're gonna go all the way up, all the way back down. Make sure, again, front foot with the knee, right knee aligned with the hip, hands to prayer, chest and chin lifted. Here we go, deep breath in, all the way up. Rise 1, 2, 3, 4. Find the top, lower. 2, 3, don't touch the floor. Lift. 2, 3, press your hands together. Lower. 2, 3, 4. Lift up. 2, try not to rush. Down. 2, don't take this completely deep if it hurts your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice work. Down. 2, 3. 2 more. Slow. Lift. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3. Last time, full range. Lift up. 2, 3, 4. At the bottom, you're gonna hold your knee off the floor. Little pulses. Little pulses. If you're in my group where that does not work for your knee, you're back up here. You can pulse just gently from here, or you can take the full range again. If you're all the way down here, don't worry, I'm with you. Hang on. Let's pulse for 8. Breathe. 7, love the shaking. 6, so good. 5, I know it burns. Woo. 4, 3, chest and chin up. 2, 1, rise up, release. Woo! Did anybody else feel that? Nice job, guys. Take your feet nice and wide in second position. Bring your hands to your floor. Knee bend on the right. Bring it back to center. Knee bend on the left. Back to center. Again, knee bend right. Back to center. One more, knee bend left. Back to center. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Single shoulder roll at the top. Side number 2. Here we go. You can stay right in the position you're in. I'm switching so that you can see the knee that I have bent. So this time, left knee, bring it on down to the floor. Let's set up together. Make sure we're in excellent technique for this one so that we're not exaggerating anything that doesn't need exaggeration. Right foot, front foot, completely aligned with the knee. Left knee, back knee, completely aligned with the hip. Tall spine, chest and chin lifted. Hands to prayer, or if you need that wall, scoot yourself a little bit closer to the wall, find your balance from there. Always option to not deep flexion if this does not feel good for your knee. We start with the full range of motion. Curl your back toes under. Lifted, breathing, lift up. 2, 3, 4, and lower, down. 2, 3, don't touch the floor, lift up. For 2, and 3, and 4, and lower, down. Try not to speed it up. Take it slow. Slow, slow. At the top, then down, down, down. Don't touch the floor. Lift. 2, 3, 4, and release. You're so strong from your abs. Don't forget they're there. Lift. 2, 3, and 4, and down. 2, 3, one more, full range. Lift. 2, 3, 4, lower. Stop when you have to stop, or come all the way down. Pulses. Oh my gosh, those strong pulses. Everything is shaking. I feel it too, guys. Shoulders back and down. Stay focused on your breathing. Embrace this for what it is. Small movements. Just love it. Just love the way it feels. Let's pulse for 8. Breathe. 7, I know you feel it. 6, I'm with you, I feel it too. 5, this is what barre is about. For 4, pulse. 3, pulse. 2, and 1, rise up to release. Wow, that was amazing. All right, everybody shake their legs out. Resist the urge to sit down. No sitting. We move around the lactate that we've just created in our legs. We're going to take a couple of stretches before we move into the glute sequence. First stretch, classic quad stretch. If you need a wall, find yourself a wall. Lift the right foot into the right hand. Stand tall, slowly pull that foot back. Option to add arm, if that feels good to you. If you're feeling it, option to go into dancer, if that feels good to you. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Shake the legs out. Second side. Wow, I don't know if you heard that snap. That did not sound good. Here we go. Second side. Left foot, left hand. Lifted. Slowly, gently pulling back. Find your balance or holding the wall. Breathe. Option to arm. Option to arm. Option to dancer. If that feels good, hold that. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Nice work, everyone. Okay, moving into our glute sequence. It's still standing, but option to use a wall if you think you're going to need the wall. Otherwise, it is in prayer. Another option for you, actually 2 options for you. If your pillow is smaller than mine, or you have a blue ball, option to put it behind your knee. If you want and you have a little weight, option to put it behind your knee. We're going into can opener. So lots of options for you if you have additional equipment. If you don't have additional equipment, don't give it a second thought. I promise you will still maximize this opportunity. So our starting position. If you need a wall, find yourself a wall. We are starting with our right leg. So ideally, your left hand would be the hand that's on the wall because of the way that we're going to open our right leg. Now, you have the option to extend the left arm for a wall, or you have an option, hands in prayer, you're gonna get a little bit more abdominals. You also option to put either your pillow, your blue ball, or your weight behind that knee to get just a little bit of extra. Find your starting position, wall, prayer, strong from here, weight, pillow, nothing, whatever feels good. We're going into can openers. We're gonna start by lifting to the side and slowly releasing back. This is slow, this is 2 count. Open for 2, close for 2, so strong. Open for 2, close for 2. As we keep this going, it is totally okay if you are feeling this more on your standing leg. At this point, we have really tapped out both legs. So even if your working leg isn't the burning leg, that is okay, because the standing leg is pretty tired at this point. That is totally fine. Everybody's breathing. This is a flat foot, by the way. You can see me here. I'm flat foot as I open to the side. Now, as I do this, I want you to make sure that the trajectory of your knee, of your working knee, I'll do it this way, is completely aligned with the standing knee. So I come out and I come in, but I'm not behind and I'm not in front. I'm completely aligned with the standing leg, and then I close it. Let's go a couple more here. Open, close, breathe. Open, close. Here's your last one. Open to hold. Go little pulses. Little pulses. You're so strong from your abs. Little pulses. So strong. Press your hands together. If you want, take them up overhead. If that feels good to you as well. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold everything. If you're balanced against the wall, try to find your balance. We're all going to come up overhead into 5th. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Beautiful work, guys. Wow. I felt that in my standing leg. Give your legs a little shake. And then we're going to work our other side. And then I promise we'll take a stretch when we move back down to the floor. So, little shake from the legs. Work on that booty. Second side. If you used weight on one side, try to use weight on the other side. If you use the pillow on one side, try to use it on the other side. Working leg this time is our left leg. We grip anything we're placing back there right behind the knee. If you are standing with balance, you're going to take your right arm to the side for balance work so your left side can open and not hit anything. If you're in prayer with me, we're right here. Everybody has their shoulders back and down, their chest and chin lifted, their abs completely engaged. Soft bend on the standing knee. Breathe. Flat foot in the back. Open for 2. Close for 2. Open for 2. Close for 2. Nice work. Open for 2. Close. Remember the alignment. Open. So my knees are aligned the entire time. My working knee, my left knee isn't coming in front or dragging behind. You can always look down and double check that as long as you don't lose your balance. That is the more challenging part there. Open for 2. Close for 2. So good. Open for 2. Strong from the abs. Close for 2. 2 more. Goes open for 2 and close for 2, last one, open for 2, hold right here, little pulses up, and up, and up, and up. Now make sure you have it locked out, your standing knee. Is it locked? Make sure there's a little bend there. Strong from your abs. Here we go. Take this 8, 7, 6, 5. Static hold coming in 3, 2, 1. If you're holding onto the wall and you feel comfortable, try to balance. If you're here with me, try to come up overhead in 5th. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, release 1. Beautiful work, team. We're going to take it down onto the mat to finish for our last 5 minutes. All right, a couple options on the mat. Let's start with a stretch. I promised you a stretch. You're going to have a stretch. Take it down onto the back. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together. Pull your feet in towards your booty. Relax on the mat. Let your knees fall to the side. And just breathe and feel very virtuous about the work that you just did. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees together on your back. Figure 4. Right foot, left knee. Bring the left knee in towards your chest. Interlace your hands around the left knee. Slow pull. Wow, find that stretch on the right glute. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, left foot, right knee. Hold, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Now we have one more ab sequence to close out the class. Options on this ab sequence, if you're working with your little weights, if you're working with cans, just about 1, 2 pound, and you want to add it into this exercise, you're completely welcome. Otherwise, take it weight free. If you're going to want to weight, a couple of options for you. Double hands, single weight held in your 2 hands, or no weight at all. Whichever arm sequence you're starting with, we're all going to start with our legs straight up in the air and our toes pointed. If you're using weights, grab them now. Again, 1 in each hand, 1 between 2 hands, or no weights at all. I'll start with weights and then drop them down. Everyone take a deep breath in. Lift your shoulder blades off the floor. This is our starting position. At no point do we bring the shoulder blades back down. We are lifted the entire time. Show me little pulses up towards your feet. Keep your toes pointed and lift. Breathe, lift, lift. You're doing so good. Exhale, inhale. Whew. Nice and strong here. This is 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe for 4, for 3. Starting your obliques. Lift just to the right. Just to the right. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. In 4, 3. Just to the left. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Bring it back to the center. Pulse, breathe. You're doing so good. This is the last little bit of work. Don't let your shoulder blades touch the floor. 8 more. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug, rock side to side. That is the end of our work. We are just going to do a quick little warm down. Nice job. All right, staying on your back, everyone, extend your left knee long. Go ahead, circle or interlace your fingers, I should say, around your right knee. Gently pull up on the right knee into your chest. Find the stretch through your hamstring. Option to rotate your foot. Find that ankle mobility for 4, 3, 2, 1. Same leg, take it straight up into the air. Interlace your fingers around your calf. Nice long hamstring stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg long, left leg lift. Bend the knee, interlace your fingers around the knee. Slowly pull up and in towards the chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Extension on the left side. Interlace your hands around the calf. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Collapse the knees into your chest. Rock side to side for your hug. And then rock and roll it up into your seated position. We're going to finish the class together with a few centering breaths. Sitting nice and tall, bring your hands to your knees, your palms up towards the ceiling. Shoulders back and down. Head roll to the right. Option to close your eyes if that feels good to you. Head roll back to the left. Bringing your head to sit at center, nice and tall. Everyone take a deep breath in. Hold the breath a moment. And slowly exhale together. One more time, our collective breath, our collective experience, even though we are apart. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. And slowly release it out. Beautiful work today, everyone. That was your 45 minutes at the bar on Wednesdays. Again, my name is Michelle Reisinger. I'm here every Wednesday at 6:15. You guys were so much fun. Oh, I love the comments, guys. I hope you enjoyed the class. We will be here every week. My next class is going to be 7 a.m. on Monday morning, and that is the free boot camp on the Balance Gym main page. And then a Pilates Fusion class Monday night at 6:15. You guys were a wonderful group. I hope you felt it. I hope you felt the burn. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see next week, any comments you might have. We're always here for you. It was so great to share Wednesday night with you. Thanks, guys.